Good morning, friends. We're here to get ready today. We're going to use the Morphe Gray palette from Bellabeautebar. And this is my first palette from them. I'm just going to do some skincare very quickly, and then we'll get right to it. Yes, that's a Christmas tree behind me. It's a tree, guys. It's not that big of a deal. It isn't deep. Some people seem to be bothered that I have a tree up behind me. I mean, if it wasn't called a Christmas tree, would it still be that much of a deal? I don't think so. We keep it up for decoration. We like it. This room has a big wall here with a plug-in. We have the tree there to cover it up. We like the tree. It's a tree. Apparently, it does seem to bother some people, or at least they have issue with it. I'm not intending on taking it down, ever. Yesterday's look, I did like it. The bottom lash, though, I don't know, I feel like it was throwing me off a little bit. I think I need to have it darker on the lower lash line and not like the pastel-y colors, but I did get several compliments yesterday at work, though, on my look. Or I should say not on the look, but on my eyes. Yeah, I'm going to use the Morphe Gray palette today. I do have work tomorrow. Tomorrow I gotta get up super early, so I am like, do I use the Minka palette tomorrow, or do I just use... Tomorrow's look will be simple, whatever I do. I think today's look will end up being simple too, because it's such a small palette, but I guess we'll see what happens, eh? I just scoffed down a banana, and I'm having, I don't know if any of you heard, if you're in Canada you probably heard, but there's like this brand called Good Protein. It's swirling around. Anyways, I mean, I've already said multiple times, I'm trying to lose weight, or even if it's just getting healthier. Anyways, so I'm trying to like actually eat breakfast that's not just Greek yogurt every morning. This morning I do have protein pancakes. Pre-made, because I made them last night for both Grace and I, so that this morning we'd have something. I made these protein pancakes from, it's a Canadian brand called Flourish, I think, but there's like 23 grams of protein per serving, and I think 5 or 7 grams of fiber per serving, and I was like, okay, excellent. So that's great. But the protein powder, normally I have Premier protein shakes. I still have lots of them, plus the protein powder, because that's one of my favorites. But this one here, Good Protein, kind of like Vega. I think it's called Vega, and then there's like Organics or Orgain protein powder and stuff. They have like fruits and vegetables in them. The Vega one I did try years ago, and I didn't like it, and I was like, well, I don't know. So I was kind of wondering about the Good Protein one. I bought cookies and cream, and I have just I have water up to here, and then I put like this much milk. It's really good. It doesn't have that earthy taste to it that sometimes the ones that have fruit and vegetables in have. Anyways, this one has 23 grams of protein and I believe 7 grams of fiber, and I was like, excellent. So what I did, my issue for not eating, restricting what I eat, not eating, I do eat, but restricting what I do eat, especially on days I work, I decided to buy Beano and see if that helps. I think this is just for gas though, right? But it's supposed to help with the digestion of certain things. I remember my doctor was telling me before, like, Tammy, just, you know, she's like, you're doing good, just add more vegetables. And I was like, girl, vegetables is one of the things that kills me. Vegetables and red meat. And then, of course, a slew of other things, too, like fish and even eggs. But, and oatmeal. Like, a lot of the things that are good, high fiber and that are just, they kill me. So I'm wondering if this Beano, I took it yesterday. Yesterday I decided to have one of these shakes. I took one of those as I started to drink this. And I had 2 pieces of sourdough toast and 2 eggs for breakfast. Took that with it. And I seemed to be fine. I wasn't like, there was no egg farts or anything like that. No need to run to the washroom. We'll see. I don't want to jinx myself, but I took one just now with a banana. I want to try and eat a banana a day too. But I took one with a banana. I'm having this, and then I'll have my protein or my pancakes after I'm done. The only thing I'm not sure about is what I'm going to have for my lunch today at work. I'm not off till 7:30. My lunch or supper, I should say. I won't eat both. I'll eat one or the other. I'm kinda... I don't know. The reason why I say I don't eat one or the other is because the break, my lunch break will probably be around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Usually if I eat around that time, then I don't end up wanting anything later in the day or that. Maybe like a snack, if anything. I don't know what I'm gonna want though. I did order a new pack of the Real Technique sponges. So I have one of those here. So for foundation, I did like how my foundation looked yesterday. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Lumi matte again. Oh yeah, so speaking of how I'm going to do my makeup tomorrow, I have to get out of here early tomorrow. So I'm debating how I want to... It's like I have the Minka palette, so I'm wondering, like, do I just do a super fast, easy look with the Minka palette tomorrow? I'm excited to use that one, just as I am this Morley Grey one. The Morley Grey one, that was pretty small, and I think most of the looks from the Morley Grey will look the same, which is fine by me. The Minka one, though, I'm like debating if I want to do 5 looks, 1 palette, or anything like that. Okay, we have that on. I do my eyebrows. I might need to open another eyebrow pencil, possibly. Yeah, I think so. Oh my goodness. I know lots of you are not into Ensley Rain anymore, and that's fine. I still am. I like the palettes. I like the makeup. That's what I'm here for. They showed the inside of the new Glow palette, and I'm just like, yes, yes, that is such a pretty palette. It's like spring, fairy, kind of pastel. So pretty. I wonder how that whole collection's gonna end up looking. And then of course the Adept also showed a better, was it Adept? No. Well, it is an Adept palette, but I've seen a better look at the Adept palette. The one that's grungy. I don't know I can't remember the name of it. And that looks really good too. Only other Adept palette that has my eye is Amy's Love palette. Is that one from Adept? I think so. That one there, and then the Flying Fiddles. But the new one that that's coming soon, the grungy one, looks really good. It looks wearable as well. Just need to see this eyebrow. I have my schedule for next week. I'm also doing 29 hours for next week. And I'm like, fantastic. That actually makes me happy. I said I didn't want to go below 32 hours, but 28, 29 hours to me is like, whatever. I got a funny feeling for April I'm going to get a lot of hours. Managers going on vacation. Lots of the kids have put in a lot. There's a lot of RTO written on the schedule for next month. I was told yesterday, one of the newcomers who's been with us just a couple of months, she's getting transferred. I don't know if out of the store or to a different department. To me, that kind of sucks. I'm going to assume she's getting transferred to a different store. Because I really like her, but we'll see what happens. So I'll probably end up going back up to 32 hours. I don't want to go back to 40 hours. Okay, another one to add to the empties. I've got a body wash thing to add to empties too. Because like I said, in my empties basket at the end of the year, it's going to be skincare, body care, and makeup. I just want to see what I actually go through. Now, let's do what do I have for contour? Not that I need to contour. We'll use the Sephora. Still gotta do my hair later too. Right now I braided it back for the night. Just tap that in. How many of you prefer, like, when I do 5 looks, 1 palette kind of style? I mean, I'm doing Shop My Stash, and again, if I add stuff in, that's that. Sometimes, though, with doing, like, just 1 palette, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to. But then I go through with it. Because then I'll do, like, a look or 2, but then there's, like, another palette that I want to use. I don't know. Do I have any palettes that any of you would like to see me use? I do have that new ABH one. I'll probably end up using it. Maybe I should use this one tomorrow. Well, we'll see. The super neutral one. I do have that one. I need to take a break, man, on buying stuff. Some people don't like that I buy a lot of stuff. You're probably thinking, wow, she's an overconsumes. Sometimes I do. I've said multiple times on this channel I'm impulsive sometimes, and I go through phases where I buy a lot of stuff and then I slow right down. I'm aware that, yes, I buy too much stuff. And I'm fully aware also that I already mentioned to you a couple of weeks ago that I do find it's becoming a bit too much even for me. Not just buying. I mean, I like to shop. It's fun. But I don't need to all the time. Or online ordering is, I feel like, is what's become a problem for me. Reason being, it's so easy to add to cart to check out. I know I have the money to do so, and I don't say that in like a arsehole-ish way or anything. I wasn't working, and I was still buying makeup, right? Because we had the money for it. I wasn't buying like a bunch in 1 month, but I was still doing a decent amount. Then I went and got myself a cleaning job where I was working once a week, and I was using that to buy whatever. And then I was like, oh, I actually want to get out of the house more than once a week. There's a reason why I went and got a job to begin with, for my own mental health, to get out of the house. Because I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time. And you're like, you could have worked. Yeah, I did work actually. But then when we realized that my husband would come home from work and then I'd be walking out the door to go to work, we decided, no, you stay home. Because then we never got to see each other. So I was a stay-at-home mom. I must have something growing or coming on my nose. Do you see that line? I mean, it's gonna end up getting uncovered again later anyways, because nothing stays there. But yeah, so I did have work. I worked at a deli many moons ago. I worked at a 7-Eleven. Anyways, I decided to once a week cleaning job. I wanted more than just that, so I went and got a job at a deli. And I like it. It gets me out of the house a couple of times a week. Alright, what bronzer? Let's use... This is a cool tone palette. I need to keep that in mind. I'm like thinking, do I have anything other than this? Well, I know I do, but... Alright, let's use the... Let's use the Milani. And then we'll do the eyes. Because I feel like I can't do my blush until I know how the eyes are gonna look. Thinking maybe I'll just get a sandwich at work. It's always one of those hairs, man. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I can see the bronzer a lot, and I'm not sure if you guys can. I feel like I can now. I feel like I can see lines on my face. Can I see lines on my face? I feel like right here. Is that the side I slept on? Possibly. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright, let's get to the eyes. I want clean brushes for this, because I don't know how it's going to look. We'll start it with the shade Moral Compass. Just this light shade. Looks like it's matte. I'm just going to put this all over. Then I'm going to go into, I feel like I need a different brush. Can't really see here, it's so dark. That's a flat brush. Is that kind of like this one? I don't know. I'm gonna go into this pink one right here. I don't know why, but there's brush hair sticking out right here. That's weird, eh? I'm gonna take this pink one. Oh, it's very light. Okay. I'm gonna take this one through the crease. Through the crease and above the crease. This is the kind of brush I'm looking for. I'm going to go into this one here. So it'll look like that. Definitely have to build this one up. I don't know. I thought that one wouldn't be as so light as it is. It's very light. Building up though is no issue. I'm gonna take that underneath. I'm gonna go into, I guess this one right here. For me, the question is going to become, what shimmer do I use? I think I just want to use one shimmer today. Ah, this is very cool toned. Run some of that down here too. There is a look that I seen being created with this the other day, and I saved it on my Instagram. I do want to go back, not right now, but at some point in reference. One of the looks that I seen. Just the way she did it, it looked really cool. I'm pretty fair skinned though, but I feel like I'm having to, the mattes are pretty, they're going on a lot lighter than I was expecting. Which again is not necessarily a bad thing, especially for someone who maybe doesn't want a bunch of dark pigment at once. Then this becomes easier to blend, right? I'm just thinking, like, for how fair I am. I am gonna take this powder here. I just want to make sure the edges are blended before I go in with more. I'm gonna do a shimmer before I do anything else. So the question is, what shimmer? I'm thinking maybe this one right here. Have that like that. That one's called, I think it says Indecisive. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. Then I'm going to take like a more, actually I'll use this one. I don't need to dirty that one yet. Some of these I don't need to dirty. I'm going to go into this one and that one. Just put this right out here. You could definitely bring in another palette with this if you wanted to. I just want to try it without going into another palette. Like if you wanted more variety, for instance, for matte color. I don't want to go that dark on the lower lash line. I'll probably take that gray back down there again. I'm going to go back into this one right here. And just blend that over the edge. So it looks like that. Do I want to add more shimmer? I mean, that's pretty. I should leave it alone. I'm going to go back into the same one. So pretty. I'm going to go into those two. Gonna go back into my face powder. Just to make sure it's all blended. If you don't want to grab another eyeshadow palette too, you can just use, if you have a face powder, just use that. I do want to brighten up the inner part though. Let's see. Just like that. I know this palette's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but this does look like, well, it turned out like a smoky, what would you call that? Like a smoky purple. It's like purple gray. I see purple and gray. It might be too early in the morning or not enough light in here to see the shift in that. But that shimmer has like a pink to purple shift. But I feel like I can almost see like a beige in there. I don't know. I think it's very pretty. It's pretty. So yeah, there's these 3 mattes here, this matte and that matte. So there's 5 mattes and then there's the 4 shimmer. So this will be interesting to see what other looks I end up creating. I think for the most part what's going to change it up is if I just, like, what shimmer I use, and yeah. Question now. Let's get the rest of this face done. what blush do I use with this? Because it's so pale. It's definitely a pale look. Yes, it's cool tone, but you could still do warm tone. Do I want to do pink? Pink cheeks? Or my stomach is making weird noises. I know I'm looking for something, but I don't know where the heck I put it. How? I knew last night when I was like, oh, that's the palette I'm going to use. I was like, I'm probably going to have an issue trying to figure out what blush would go with this. Let's put some of this on. This is the YSL Make Me Blush in shade 44. Put some of that on. Let's make these cheeks glowy today. Or at least try to. Like, where did I put all the where did I put my highlighters? This will just be a nice flush of color. This YSL packaging, especially the lid, feels so cheap. I don't like how next to no product comes out. I probably will not buy another one of those. I probably won't buy another shade. I'll go with something cheaper and better packaging. I don't like the package of that. I don't know why I tip my head back when I do my makeup. Okay. I will do powdered blush after I powder my face. So we're going to do, I did use that on my eyes. I do need to keep that out. What am I looking for? So I'm putting my Rimmel under the eyes. Mostly, I'm going to focus this a lot in the T-zone. Even though by the end of the day, like, the middle of my face is all wiped off from nose blowing and eating and whatnot. then I'm going to use the Morphe powder on the rest of my face. The Cloudlight Soft Glow Veil in the shade Dawn. There was like, what, 3 shades of this, I believe? For powdered blush, I kind of feel like, do I need more bronzer? No. So for powdered blush, debating, do I do pink to make it match? Definitely don't have to. Yeah, we'll do pink. Then I'll spray my face. This eye looks weird. I have like a little bit of a red vein there. Did I poke myself in the eye? Okay, let's spray the face. LIS. For mascara today. Oh, I was gonna ask, have any of you tried the Tower 28? This is like a mini sample of it. You know that Tower 28, there's like a spray and there's like a lotion and stuff like that. It helps reduce redness. Any of you use this? Let me know. I was debating buying this spray, like just a smaller size, to give it a try. But I'm unsure. I'm unsure about it. I guess I didn't need my sponge today. Do I want to do brown mascara? Kind of. No. I don't want to open a new mascara. Just use one here, Tammy. Ooh, I want to use this one. Let's use the Sephora Love the Lift mascara. I feel like this look I could get with one of my Ensley Rain palettes, or even that Makeup Revolution, what's it called? Eternal, is it the Eternal Icon? That's pretty. time is it? Oh, not bad, not bad. I still have 2 hours. Sweet. Debating what time I want to get up tomorrow. I need to leave here tomorrow morning at 8:30. That almost went in my eyeball. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna take a, they're not a spoolie. I seen something. Maybe I didn't. Anyways, what do you guys think of this look? I actually like it. It's definitely a cool tone, but it's like a gray purple. It's very pretty. For lips today, I'm thinking, I'll see what I have right here. I've got some lip products here. Kind of want to go for a gloss. Is that too... Man, that smells really good. The Dewyplump Collagen Lip Gel. This one's in the shade Hibiscus. Yeah, I'm going to wear this one today. You could do something with a bit more pink in it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to... This will be my look for today. And yeah, I'm going to call it done because I don't want to add anything else. I do feel like my forehead's looking kind of pale, but it could just be the lighting. I doubt any of you want to sit here while I do my hair. I don't even know how I want to do my hair today. Because I haven't put much thought into it. Maybe I'll just put it in a bun because I gotta wash my hair tonight. I try not to wash it too often, like 2 or 3 times a week. Last night I just took it all and braided it all back. Just so it's out of my face while I sleep. Alright guys, I'm gonna let you go. I wanna go finish getting ready for work, doing my hair. Yeah, see how it looks so blonde here already? It's like, it drives me nuts. Anyways, I'm gonna skedaddle. This is today's look. Who knows, maybe, well no, I won't use that palette tomorrow morning, not for that early. I think maybe tomorrow we'll do a look with the Minka palette. Because I think I could do an easy one with this palette. Like a simple, fast look, get out the door. We'll see. I always say simple, fast, and then I sit here for an hour. Alright, thank you guys all so much for watching, for subscribing, commenting. And if you haven't done any of that yet, please go do so before you clock out of this video. Anyways, I much appreciate all of you. And again, thank you for watching. Have a good one.